What's the worst lie your parents ever told you about why they treated your sibling better? My name is Lily. I'm 18, and for most of my life, I thought my parents just loved my older brother more. I was wrong. When I was 6, my brother Noah got sick and had to spend a lot of time at the hospital. After that, everything changed. My parents became obsessed with protecting him. If Noah wanted my toys, I gave them to him. If he wanted my room, I slept on the couch. If he broke something, I was told not to make him feel guilty. And whenever I asked why everything revolved around him, my mom would kneel down and say, "Lily, your brother needs us more than you do." So I learned not to need anyone. By middle school, I stopped telling my parents when I was hurt. By high school, I paid for most of my own clothes. And when I got accepted into college with a scholarship, I didn't even celebrate because I already knew what would happen. My parents called a family meeting that night. Noah had been accepted into a private college too. He didn't get a scholarship. So my dad looked at me and said, "You can take out loans. Noah can't handle that kind of pressure." I just stared at him. Then I said, "Fine." I packed my things the next morning. Before leaving, I went into my childhood bedroom for the last time. That's when I noticed something strange. Behind my old dresser was a loose floorboard. Underneath it was a small envelope with my name on it. Inside was a letter. It was from my grandmother. She had died when I was 10. The letter said, "Lily, if you're reading this, your parents probably never told you the truth." My hand started shaking. The letter explained that when Noah was born, doctors discovered he had a serious medical condition. But there was something else. My parents had been told that Noah's condition could have been prevented if they had followed certain medical advice during the pregnancy. They hadn't, and they were terrified someone would blame them. Then I read the part that made my stomach drop. My grandmother wrote that my parents had asked her to keep a secret. Noah wasn't actually my parents' biological child. He was my mother's sister's baby. My aunt had died shortly after giving birth. My parents adopted Noah privately and raised him as their own. And me? I was their biological daughter. I sat on that bedroom floor for almost an hour. Suddenly, every strange conversation made sense. My parents weren't protecting their sick son because they loved him more. They were protecting the secret. They were terrified that if anyone found out Noah wasn't their biological child, people would question why they treated me like I mattered less. So they made me the problem. The selfish daughter, the difficult daughter, the one who always had to understand. I confronted my parents that night. My mom cried. My dad didn't deny it. Then I asked the question I'd been carrying for 12 years. Did you ever actually love me? My dad looked at me for a long time and finally said, "Of course we did." I waited for something more. He didn't say anything, so I picked up my bag and walked out. I haven't spoken to my parents since, but Noah called me 2 weeks later. He had found out too, and the first thing he said wasn't an apology. It was, "Lily, I spent my whole life thinking you were the one they loved less." Then he started crying, and that's when I realized the cruelest heart. They hadn't just stolen my childhood from me. They had spent 18 years making both of us believe we were competing for the same love.